And like we were all just like laughing about it. We're just like, man
ain't shit.
Yeah, we were just like, man ain't shit. And then our lights started flickering.
Literally above me, I was making cookies, and above me, one of the lights started just like we were like, oh, man ain't shit, and this light in the kitchen just goes beep 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 beep, beep. Like it even like almost like it was like laughing with us, and we were like, yeah, what's up? And it kept flickering, and then guess what? That light has not flickered since. No, there's no problem with it. The light bulb is not going out.
The lights have never. It wasn't just like one light. It was like all the lights in the kitchen.
Oh, was it? I thought it was just the one.
No, it was like all the kitchen lights like connected to that light switch.
That's funny.
And like they had never flickered before. I've never noticed those lights flickering
before. We've had no
before.
problems with them since.
And and so like that's how we like. I was like, maybe that's the ghost like laughing along with us.
Yeah, for
and
real.
Like I feel like
we were like, oh my god, hell yeah, and it was just like, it was just like,
like the lights flickering. Yeah, so
it was so stupid.
That's how we know like.
She's that bitch.
She a queen. She's
she a queen. I know it's a she. Like it's feminine energy for sure. Welcome back to another episode of the Demon Trash Podcast. I'm your host, Carol, aka Papa Trash.
And this is Avery, aka Baby Demon.
What up, y'all? Guys, if you're watching this, which you can over at our Demon Trash YouTube channel, or Demon Trash Podcast YouTube channel, where we put up our video format of our podcast. If you're watching this, you're probably going to see, hi, we have a studio. Look at that.
We got
my God.
Fresh new digs.
I don't think you can see it right now, but we have like a neon sign. You can see it in our YouTube videos over on our Demon Trash YouTube channel. So yeah, and it's going to continue to grow. We have more things happening, but obviously we would not be able to do any of this.
Yeah, thank you guys so much to like anyone who's like helped donate to the podcast. Like this
is
watched
or just watched
or you know told your friends about us or left a review. Like this is all because of you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. And also thank you so much for subscribing. We hit a milestone of 100 subscribers, so we're getting there. And we started the channel, like working on the channel not that long ago, so it's been really awesome to do some fun stuff and grow over there. And yeah, if you guys are interested in continuing to help us, I just hit my teeth with the mic. If you guys are interested in continuing to help us grow and like love what we're doing over here, make sure to tell your friends, listen, and if you want, you can definitely support us by giving us as little as 99 cents a month over at anchor.fm/demontrash. And of course, thank you again to all of our trashlings who do that over there. Thank you guys so much. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in because we got a fun one. This is a fun one.
Goofy gal time right now.
We're having a silly goose time over here. We're going to catch you guys up on our last episode, which people were really interested in hearing about the ghost. Well, we have an update about the ghost and Trash Manor. And then we're going to play a fun little game. Yeah. Avery over here is dressed up like a BDSM whore for entertainment. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. Don't. Carol's over here slut shaming me.
No. I'm not slut shaming, but you do look like a slut. And that's great. I'm just kidding. No judgment. You look great. You bought that harness for a reason. Someone to yank it.
I bought it for me.
Right. So you can yank yourself around. That's some women empowerment. All right, guys, let's get into what we always do. Our Demon Trash moments. You start us off. Me? You sloot.
So, speaking of boys, my Demon Trash moment this week is just really wanting like a crush. Because it's literally...
This is like the most Pisces thing you've ever said too.
It really is. But like it's been a year since I've had like a crush.
Right.
And I don't want to really date anyone. Like I need like... And because we like... work from home or like work solo,
right?
Like I don't have like a work crush. I don't have like any sort of like crush.
We're also still in like a pandemic, so
and like I haven't been out really, so
a pandemic Lovato.
It's like I said this was a Demon Trash moment because like I don't want to date anyone. I don't really want to have a relationship. I just want to have someone to like think about and like fawn over. Like I don't want anything to come of it. Like
these poor boys. I hope you're not like,
well, it's actually it's always mostly poor me. So you know, like
wow. Okay.
I haven't had a lot of toxicity in my life, so
just my own.
I just need I just need to bring back a little bit of toxic behavior. You know, like it's just like, you know, you have these unrequited crushes is like, you know, they don't even know about it, you know?
Right.
It's
okay.
just
So
like
you just need some entertainment. It seems like you're bored, sweetie.
It's just like, you know,
you're just bored.
You know, when like if you're working somewhere and you're like, oh my god, he talked to me like today, like can he tell that I wore it's toxic behavior. Like
yeah, it's never gonna yeah.
It's not gonna ruminate. You're not really flirting with them. You're just like whatever, you know. It's a fantasy that lives in your head. And you can daydream about it.
You're never gonna take action.
You know, like I haven't had a crush since like a year.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't have anyone to like fill like the mental picture in these love songs that I'm listening to. I have no one to like romanticize about.
Avery, we were in the car recently and Avery put on this song that was like such sad girl like in love vibes, and I was like, what got her here? It's like nobody. I know there's nobody, but
sadness.
She's just there. So I mean, I love that for you.
I mean, like this whole month, I was like, I'm a Pisces. I have no one to even like daydream about, like what is going on.
Yeah.
But like I was just thinking about Pride and Prejudice when the dad is just like, it doesn't hurt for a girl to be star-crossed in love sometimes.
Yeah.
It gives her a distinction amongst her peers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it gives you like a little boost.
I guess
it gives you something to talk about and like for your girlfriends to talk about.
Yeah. Like you want to know.
Did he talk to you today?
Yeah. You want to know because you've been in a relationship for so long. You probably haven't had a lot of like real crushes.
Oh, there's no spice.
Yeah.
There's no spice with like a new crush. I mean, there's just stable spice.
Yeah.
There's no room for toxicity, toxic spice. So, well, you know, good luck on your search if you're searching.
Yeah, I was actually at the gym today and I was like,
oh, were you scoping someone out?
I like, there were a few who could maybe be a gym crush. So, but like, I don't know if I really want a gym crush because like I'd start feeling real self-conscious at the gym again, you know, and I just got over that. So,
right.
I don't know if that's like the healthiest place for me to get a crush, but you know. I know gym crushes are a thing, and that just might be like the only place, so I might just have to settle for that.
You could use it as motivation.
Yeah.
Normani motivation. Mm-hmm. You know? You could
there are a lot of hot guys at our gym.
They're extremely... We go to like kind of like a nice gym, and they're all just very hot.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it hurts to have a crush. I feel like a lot of the times it's harmless until you get into that like really romanticizing fantasy land. Doesn't
funsies
hurt anyone except for me.
Yeah, because
when it's unrequited.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's what you want, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
See, because then this is what ends up happening is you're like, I don't want to be in a relationship, but then you have a crush, and then I'm like, act on it, and you're like,
no, sweetie,
like because you're so sad,
sweetie. The real relation won't ever be as good as the one in my head. So,
Jesus Christ.
I feel like a lot of girls can relate to this, though. There's a lot of fantasizers out there in Pisces.
Yeah, just grow up.
No.
Just grow up.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I told you, I was like, I don't really want to really be in a relationship right now because I have one day off in the week and I just like, what, I'm going to cater to a man? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll find one.
Okay.
I'll find, someone to lock eyes with at the drive-thru in Taco Bell or something. I don't know.
A moment with Trad.
Yeah, just
with Trad at the drive-thru.
I'll lock eyes with someone and that'll be my crush.
Well, I look forward to developments on who you choose to be this fantasized knight in shining armor for you.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I look forward to hearing about it. I have a demon trash memory today. This
Not
is
from very long ago.
No, it's from your birthday. This is probably this a month ago? Yeah, about. Demon trash memories. So Avery's birthday dinner, we went to Maggiano's, dude. You know we hit up that family style. Hot girl shit.
Hot girl shit. Unlimited pasta.
Yeah.
And chocolate cake.
Absolutely. So at Avery's birthday dinner, I should also remember we're living in a panoramic. I'm just like saying all these weird words because people are starting to get angry about it, but it makes me laugh. So we don't go out ever. Like, no, not a whole lot in the last year. So I'm not used to being like at a restaurant. So I'm out of practice.
Not used to human interaction with strangers anymore.
I was already like really awkward before, and then just like being at home for a whole year has made me like intolerable, honestly. So anyway, I don't know what got us into this, but I decided that it would be hilarious. Little glasses of wine, cheeky glasses of wine, reenacting a scene from the classic Grandma's Boy, which is a movie, like a stoner movie from like the early 2000s, if you've never seen it.
No, you said you wanted to put on a live performance with you and your brother, like an outdoor stage show.
I said that?
Yes, of you two reenacting Grandma's Boy, because you were like, I know it, every line.
What? I said okay, well, these are, see, I was a couple cheeky glasses of wine in, because I don't even remember that. I just know that I was reenacting the scene from Grandma's Boy, and if you've never seen it, there's a scene where he's staying at a friend's house, he wakes up in the middle of the night, and he's bored and can't go back to sleep, so he decides to, what do boys do? Masturbate. So he takes a Laura Croft, we love, hello,
yes,
action figure to the bathroom and is like masturbating to Laura Croft. It's fucking hilarious. He ends up coming on his mom, or his friend's mom.
Yeah, and
it's a hilarious scene. So I am reenacting the scene because I like know every line of this movie. And well, also, it was 9:00 at night. And so I didn't think that families with baby children were having dinner. But anyway, so this father and this young son walk by at the exact moment of the coming scene where he says, and I quote, "I can't stop coming."
Yeah, and you were
doing
I'm like the whole
fucking motion. As this little boy and father walk by, and his dad looks down right at me, and I just was like mortified. Also, I know that they meaning our roommates, my boyfriend and her, they all saw it happening behind me, and they didn't say anything. They didn't warn me. They were like, okay, girl, there's a kid there. Like, nothing. They just let it happen. And then made me the butt of the joke. But, you know, whatever. And it's like...
See, here's the thing. It kind of like, for me, it was like I was paying like a lot of attention to you because you were putting on this performance, right?
Oh, so good. Is what you're saying. Okay,
I mean, you were actually like being like really accurate. So like I was like, okay, wow, she like really does know this movie.
Yeah, I really do.
And then like, so
I
like I'm
paying
attention to
like,
you,
recognizing that in me. It's nice.
And then like I'm paying attention to you in my peripheral. Like in slow motion, this is happening. They're walking by you, and I'm realizing like what's going on, like processing this like in slow motion, like, oh my god, because I've also had a few glasses in on an empty stomach.
We were probably the two drunkest there at the table.
It was my birthday. I have every single right to be, in my opinion. So,
and I was there, so I have every right.
So like I see this happening in slow motion. I didn't like process enough like that the kid was like right there with him too, and like my instinct that I didn't act on was just to punch you. Like I didn't know like how to be like, Carol, stop. Like I was just like,
did you punch me?
No, but I like my instinct was like I don't know how to stop this, so my instinct would have been to punch you.
Oh,
so I'm glad I didn't punch you because they're
that would have been bad. I think that probably would have been worse. But
it happened.
The
like,
other
really
two have no
motion.
excuse.
Yeah, because like for me, like I was like, I don't know, like
There was another person, Alicia.
There was someone
who was looking directly at me.
She could have stopped me.
She could have stopped me for sure.
She let you just go on, and
she let me crash and burn, and that's fine. That's what friends do.
But now we can laugh about it. So
it is funny. I guess it wouldn't be the first time I've said something entirely inappropriate in front of young children. Right. 100%. Yeah. So that's my little demon trash memory. We love a little stroll down memory lane.
Yeah.
It's the moments that wake me up at 2 a.m. that have me just like questioning my path and all of that. And we just love it. We love it. Yeah. We love a good spicy little moment like that. So guys, those are our demon trash moments where we did something that we knew was bad, but did it anyway. I probably shouldn't be reenacting really inappropriate scenes at dinner regardless of the company. And
in an upscale Olive Garden.
And in a
have some class.
Yeah. Have some class at a Maggiano's. It is nice. It is nice.
They do have good food though.
Yeah, but not unlimited breadsticks and salad, which is unfortunate.
If you guys have demon trash moments that you guys want to share with us, feel free to like email them, comment down below, and maybe we'll feature them on the podcast so we don't have to feel so bad about being absolute garbage human beings. But whatever. It's
and we know you are too. Don't hide it.
Come on, be honest. It feels good. Live in your truth.
Live in your truth, dude. Anchor, 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 anchor. Casting that anchor, bitch. Guys, Anchor. Are you ready to start your podcast? It's 2021. Join the millennial rite of passage, sis. Start that podcast. And you can do that with Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. Tell them why we love it, Avery.
We love Anchor because it's so easy to use. Like we've used several like podcasting, hosting websites, and this is by far the easiest. And you can start using ads right away. And you can even edit and upload your podcast on your phone. So
yeah, it's so easy.
It makes podcasting so easy, and we love it.
And it allows your supporters and your listeners to even support you. Like they can even donate and tip you if they love what you're doing so much. So it's a great way to like get started, and we just really love Anchor. So thank you so much, Anchor, for being our sponsor and being our host and distributor. And guys, so if you're ready to start your podcast, go ahead and go to anchor.fm/start. Again, that's anchor.fm/start and start your podcast. And if you do start one, let us know. We'll take a listen. All right, guys, back to the show. It was March 2021 in the Trash Manor. Things progressed with Ghosty. And we're going to update you guys. I think last we left off
the saga continues.
In the saga, which is like a book of 4. Like, what are we talking about? Last we left off, here we are in book 2. We had just smudged the house.
We smudged the house. We cleansed the house.
We cleansed the space.
We pulled our hair back and we cleaned. Like
we deep cleaned.
Like my back was hurting for days after that. You know,
I've
like
never experienced back pain like that. I was like, whoa,
getting old.
Like down there scrubbing.
Know that we put some work in there. Yeah.
We went nuclear family and looked like proper housewives with our scrubbies on. But so yeah, we smudged the house and everything was fine for about 2 days. Yeah. No activity, which was, again, we need to say that there was a lot of activity, like a lot every day, where it was like unexplainable shit. Like also, again,
Lights.
Avery is like an extreme skeptic when it comes to.
I don't really want to be hanging out with ghosts.
Well, you don't necessarily you're a very logical person.
Yeah.
So
I would definitely try to explain like in a logical, like not supernatural manner of why lights were on or off. Like my first instinct, if a light was on, wouldn't be like, oh, a ghost turned the light on. It would be, oh, your brother probably turned the light on while he came last night, to pick up his dog. So.
Right. So yeah, we were having like a lot of unexplainable activity. And so, but then after we cleansed the space, it kind of just like stopped for like 2 days where like just nothing, all this shit that was happening was completely calm. It just stopped. But then on the third day, things started to progress because there was a disturbance in the force within the household. There was some, I'm just going to leave it there. There was a disturbance in the force in the household. And what ended up happening is the next day after that disturbance, you know, I have a couple plant lights, and one of them is not, none of them are on timers. And one of them you have to like switch on with like an actual like switch button. Yeah. And, again, it's just Avery and I at home. So I walk in my bedroom and it's on, and I'm like, here we go. Like, there's no way. Like, I looked at the button, it was switched on. Like, so that I didn't do that. We were in this room the whole day. Right. So, and then also, we were having, Avery was having like some intense like technical issues.
So I was trying to like
this was the day we were uploading the last podcast.
This was the day we were uploading the actual podcast, the first podcast about
discussing this.
Our ghosty spirit buddy. And I was trying to like export, like I exported the like audio from the podcast, and like I exported like the same way that I always do, like no changes, like everything we did was like the normal usual way. Yeah. And every time I would try to upload it, it would fail.
And it was specifically the part where we're talking about this whole experience
about the ghost. And but like, and then I would try and like listen to it on my computer and it wouldn't play. Yeah. Like I exported like a video to like try and promote for like a clip to put on our Instagram, and like when I tried to like listen to it, it wouldn't play any audio. And then like if I brought it into like Premiere, like the editing software, like it would play. So like the audio was there, it just wouldn't play. Yeah. And like I was like, I started having the same
issues. So then I was like, okay, well maybe it's her Mac. So we were like, okay, let's see if I am having the same problems. And I was having the same exact problems. Only with that part though. Yeah. It was the weirdest thing, and nothing was wrong with the file. Obviously it ended up going up because I think at one point we were like, please just let us upload it. And it worked. Like it processed and it worked, and it was like, fine, okay. You can have it, essentially. Yeah. But like and then like Carol came back into like left the office and then came back, and like my bedroom door was like open and I had made my bed and it got messed up. But like we're pretty sure it was Kylo. It was Kylo. Usually like I keep my door closed. He likes to burrow in our bed. At the time sometimes. We were like, okay, something's going on. We were again. Like, what is going on? Because I was like, oh, it was just too much activity like within like 3 hours. It was just like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. Here we go again. I thought we cleansed the house, sis. Yeah. Like I thought we were done with this. Yeah, so
we thought we cleaned everything out, you know.
So and also like this is just like kind of stressful because I don't know. I don't want to say like, I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah. It's like when you have something that is so like off in your home that it's just like, okay, like am I fucking going crazy? Like what is this? Yeah. It starts to make you just feel like it's also just like a distraction.
Also, it's a distraction, and then you were like, you know, it's like, oh, it's a ghost, but it's like, that's not comforting to know. It's exactly. Like, why is all these things moving around? Like, so what is the reason?
With that question in mind, it's like, why is this happening? Like, why is this happening? We decided to do a tarot reading, which I know probably some people are like, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that.
Should not have conversed with the spirit.
But it ended up working out, and this is crazy. So, and I know a lot of people who are probably skeptics and are just like, okay, like totally fine if this is not your steez, skip ahead, okay? But if you're here for some ghosty shit, we got some stuff to tell you. So we decided to do a tarot reading because I was like, all right,
what are you trying to tell us? Because all this stuff was like happening. you know, and like before we had done a tarot reading too, like the first kind of like before we cleaned the house, and that's the one that told us to clean the house.
It was like clean the house. There's some stagnant energy in here, and like we already talked about that. So go to our last episode if you haven't heard it. So I decided to do a tarot reading to like figure out what the fuck was up, and she definitely let us know what the fuck was up. So again, I am not a tarot professional. I do it in the comfort of my own home. I do readings on myself. I am a novice tarot reader. But I do believe in intuition and things like that, and I do feel like I trust mine. And I've done readings on friends before. I feel like I'm just like a novice tarot reading. I do it in the comfort of my own home. I am not a professional. But I would have to say that this, after like years of tarot reading, this was probably the most insane experience I've ever had, because I don't know how to explain. Avery was there. I don't know how to explain this. I felt like I was actually conversing with some sort of entity.
Yeah, we like were like, all right, we were in the middle of our work day, like trying to upload things, get everything ready. You know, it was our big day, a Thursday. We pushed like everything out of the way, and we sat down on the floor, and Carol started to like pull just like cards. You know?
Yeah, I started asking questions. So it ranged from, why are you here? Are you good? Why are you moving things around? How should we address the issue you were trying to have us fix? And when should we address it? I asked this, and I probably drew like, I don't know, 30 cards. And
so many.
It was so many. But here's the craziest thing is I would be like, well, are you good? And like, cards would pop out that literally represent like spirit guides, or like, for example, like, well, when should we address it? Card comes out, I think it was 8 of Wands, which represents rapid action. Yeah. Like right now. And then it was like, do you have anything more to tell us? And the card that popped out was like, no, you have, like, it literally, these cards would represent the message. Like, no, you have all the information you need. Stop and move forward. Yeah. Like I've done everything. And usually like that card would represent a spirit guide. Like, oh, this could also mean your spirit guide has given you all the information you need. Take action. So it was just like, okay, this shit is just way too specific. And then we were drawing cards about a specific situation, and like, we don't want to get too personal, but basically, not only did we need to clean house, but we needed to clean house. We were having some communication issues in Trash Manor. Nothing like super bad.
Serious. We were just having like, like
sometimes you just need to have like, sometimes when you live with people, you just need to like address certain things, and it's like, it's fine. You know what I mean? It's just, you just need to address things and get it over with. But all of us are pussies. We hate confrontation. We don't talk to each other if we have a problem with something. It could be a problem as minor as you left a K-cup in the Keurig. Yeah. And it's like gross. But but we never say over it. We just talk shit.
Yeah. Over time that stuff like adds up, and you add it up in your head, and you're like, oh, we probably should, it'd be better if you just like addressed it and communicated. But like,
well, we actually we don't talk shit. We just talk shit in our heads. We're just like, we just feel a type of way, and then we bottle it up.
Yeah. And then, little things like irk you, and then whatever, like after a while you just get annoyed by the person. Exactly. And it's just like, like in the reading, essentially our spirit, like they literally just like, the cards were saying like, I'm like a spirit, I'm a good entity, like I'm attracted to like the abundance and like creative energy in this house, and that you guys have a lot of like creative energy going for you, but there are things in your life that you need to address so you can cultivate it and it can keep moving. And like, having like little issues in your house and feeling like that your space is not fostering your growth, or like you are being prevented from working because you're like focused on like negativity versus like being creative, and like just like being negative about little things are like not productive, right, but exactly. Like the way we were, it's like, you get two girls talking and it's just like the whole day we're like irked by this issue and like are not working, and I think
there was like one issue that happened that ended up sending us into a fucking spiral that we had to leave the house, like go get some In-N-Out. By the way, we went to In-N-Out, we ate food, we were literally like upset for like 3 hours. We go to In-N-Out, get some food, get some Andy's custard, and then as soon as we ate, we were like, I'm surprisingly like kind of shocked by
feel
how
a lot
good
better
I feel.
now.
And it was concerning. So that's another thing.
Like way too. That's a real demon trash moment. It's like, are you really like upset or are you just hungry? Like, is this really like if you're like having like a meltdown, just ask yourself, like, am I super upset or am I just hungry? Do I just need a snack? You know,
we were also, on our period. So that's another thing, especially for girls. It's like, are you just like having an emotional meltdown right now? Like, do you just need to eat some food and like just get it out
and chill?
Just chill.
I mean, we did need to like figure out like our issues and
right.
just like make sure like everyone was cool. I think that was like the main thing, was just making that everyone in the house felt like they were cool and that they were supported. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because when we were all sick, we had a lot of like stagnant, like dark energy, like very like kind of like sad, depressing energy, I feel like. And that's what we think drew like kind of like a negative spirit here.
Yeah, so basically what ended up happening is that we did this giant tarot reading. It was insane. I'm not going to go into the specifics of it just because it's a lot of it's very personal, and also just like it was just a lot, and we don't need to be here for an hour talking about that. So we addressed the issues. Like, we were literally like, okay, well, I guess we'll address it in a few days. And then we got a card that was like, no, right now, bitch. Like right now. And we were like, okay, we'll deal with it.
Yeah,
when everybody gets home.
We were trying to,
put off
the issue and like put off addressing it. And we're like, when should we do this? And it was like right now. And you're like, okay,
neat. Let's do it.
And
then.
it's just like, okay, I guess we can't like,
wait
around for this anymore. We gotta like actually do this.
Yeah. So we addressed the issues, and we also spoke with our in-house witch, that bitch, Mac Jagger Tarot. You guys. Trashlings know, we've had her on the show before, but we explained the situation we were having about, basically from the start of like that negative spirit that I encountered during COVID, and Alicia encountered during COVID, and our roommate, and she explained that, this is actually pretty common here in Texas, that these like, because we live in a new home, so it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you know what I mean? You usually associate hauntings with like old properties.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of construction where we are, and apparently in Texas this is very common because it's old land, but a lot of Texas is being developed and constructed. And she was saying that, they basically like when the construction began, that this negative spirit could have latched on because it was a very vulnerable time. We were all sick. It was just bad times.
A lot of disturbed earth. So
yeah.
It's like, it's like waking stuff up. You know what I mean? Like,
but then we had this like good spirit who says it's our spirit guide. And so Mac said, oh, well, this sounds like, a spirit that is now protecting you. It's protecting you. It wants to foster it, because spirits also latch on to good energy. Yeah. And so then those spirits really want to foster that energy. So, so with all that being said, as soon as we address the issues, literally, as soon as we had the big conversation, which really honestly wasn't that bad.
No,
it really
it's like
wasn't
one of those
bad.
things where you build stuff up in your head, and then like when you actually like go and talk about it, you're just like, oh, this actually wasn't that big of a deal.
It was like totally fine. And honestly, though,
everyone was cool, and it was better.
It was good for that person too, and everyone feels better. And as soon as we had that conversation, honestly, all of the activity stopped. All of it stopped, and Mac let us know that we needed to like kind of just like say, oh, we appreciate your protection, we appreciate you being here, but it scares us when you move things around. So we've been doing that. Like, there was like some things that happened, just like super minor, and essentially it stopped except for when we watched the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, we were watching we haven't had like any activity really since that day. That we like were like, it was like, address the issues, and we did. Yay, good for us.
Yeah.
But every time like I feel like I like address a problem, like I got this.
Yeah,
like, I'm a baddie. I'm like addressing the bad things.
What's next?
The things in my life. I can take on anything, because I feel like confrontations are like the hardest thing to like confront.
And if you think about it, like the cards are right, because it was like, once you do this, you're gonna just like feel better, things are going to happen creatively. And it did. I mean, we had the Austin Monthly article come out, and then we started working on our studio space, which was great.
And we hit 100
we like our YouTube channel's growing pretty well.
Other YouTube channels, so
but
maybe Spirit Guide was right. But the last like activity that we had was we were watching the Snyder Cut of Justice League.
So good.
And there's a scene, like, I don't think it's a spoiler. Like, if you don't want any spoilers from Justice League, like, you know, skip ahead a few minutes. But like, you know, the mother boxes, like every like you know, race got one, and like humans had just buried theirs in the dirt,
and everyone else had these like magical.
They had the Amazonians had a huge temple, like the
Atlanteans took theirs into a temple in the sea.
Mm-hmm. But then man just took theirs and like put it like wrapped it in metal and like literally just buried it in an unmarked location in the earth.
Yeah, like in the dirt, like probably like a 3-foot hole.
Yeah, it wasn't even that deep. It was literally like 3 feet deep, like a 4-foot deep hole max. It wasn't even 6 foot standard like bury a person depth. It was like 4 feet, and it was like the smaller hole. I'm like, your dog could like dig a hole bigger than this, and like we were all just like laughing about it. We're just like, man ain't shit. Yeah, we were just like, man ain't shit, and then our lights started flickering.
Literally above me, I was making cookies. And above me, one of the lights started just like, we were like, oh, man ain't shit. And this light in the kitchen just goes beep, 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 beep. Like, it even like, almost like it was like laughing with us. And we were like, yeah, what's up? And it kept flickering. And then guess what? That light has not flickered since. No, there's no problem with it. The light bulb is not going out.
The lights have never, it wasn't just like one light. It was like all the lights in the kitchen.
Oh, was it? I thought it was just the one.
No, it was like all the kitchen lights like connected to that light switch. You know?
That's funny.
And like they had never flickered before. I've never noticed those lights flickering
before.
We've had
no problems with them since.
And and so like that's how we like. I was like, maybe that's the ghost like laughing along with us.
Yeah, for
and
real.
Like I feel like
we were like, oh my god, hell yeah, and it was just like, it was just like,
like the lights flickering. Yeah, so
it was so stupid.
That's how we know like.
She's that bitch.
She a queen. She's a
queen. I know it's a she. Like it's feminine energy.
Because we got like the type. Like what did we get? Strength.
We got strength,
which is like off like on your tarot deck is like a tigress.
Yeah, and like it was definitely like feminine, like high priestess, empress energy.
And then we got like queen of wands or something like that. Yeah. We got a queen. Card. I wish we took a picture of.
I know we should have taken a picture,
but yeah, it was wild, and that's why we think it's a female energy. You know,
a baddie helping two baddies out. You know,
yeah, and for me,
baddies to be.
If she wants to protect this from any negative energy, and like all I have to do is keep the house clean and just maintain good communication with my roommates, then I guess that's a fair trade-off,
Yeah, it's also she's guiding us in like building better habits and wants us to continue to like foster good habits and like continue to do this. So I was like, all right, don't work. All right, so that is the end of the ghost saga for now. If anything comes up, we will definitely let you guys know, but for now we just got a baddie looking after baddies to be baddies.
Yeah.
To be determined baddies. TBD. So yeah, all right, let's go to our quick social media break. Hey Trashlings, welcome to the break. We just wanted to pop in and remind you to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. You can follow us on Instagram at Demon Trash Podcast and on TikTok at Demon Trashcast. We're also filming some stuff over on YouTube and it's pretty kick-ass stuff. We're doing movie and TV reacts, and here pretty soon we'll be playing some games, so come on over and hang and subscribe.
And if you guys are listening to us audibly, we just want to let you know that we have a Demon Trash Podcast YouTube channel where you can watch the full podcast for free.
On camera. You can look at our ugly mugs.
You can come hang out with us on our YouTube channel. And all the links to this are at demontrash.com. If there are any topics that you guys want to talk to us about, you can DM us on Instagram and you can email us at demontrashpodcast@gmail.com.
And if you love what we're doing over here and want to help us keep the lights on, get our studio built, surgeries, just kidding.
New wardrobe.
New wardrobe. You can support us for as little as 99 cents a month over at anchor.fm/demontrash. Again, that's anchor.fm/demontrash. And once again, we want to send a very sincere thank you to the trashlings who do support us every month. We really, really, really appreciate you. Yeah. And we thank you, you gross, disgusting, beautiful creatures. We love you so much. And yeah, that's it. All right. Thanks for joining us on the break. Back to the show. Fanfiction Roulette. We're going to play a game. We're going to play a little game. We're
playing a little cheeky little game.
Cheeky little game. Avery developed it. It's called Fanfiction Roulette.
You know, we're Demon Trash. We love fan fiction.
Oh, absolutely.
And I've noticed that it's fan fiction is coming to the light.
I
think, a lot of people,
God lover E.L. James really kind of helped the fan fiction community out in a lot of ways, which I hate saying, but only because she's kind of made fan fiction sort of like, not taboo is not the word, but she's made it more mainstream because 50 Shades of Grey, that whole series, is a Twilight fan fiction.
Fun fact, which I read before it was ever a book.
Yeah, same. A lot of people don't believe that, but it's like 100%
it was
confirmed.
100% a fan fiction.
Yes.
I read it.
I know.
Like, read it and
it, like, everyone
thoroughly
knows.
enjoyed it.
Everyone fucking knows. So anyway, Fanfiction Roulette. We're gonna play a game. The premise of this new game we're about to play is we are going to draw characters at random. We have a little mason jar because we're hipster gals with some character names, and then once we have our 2 characters, we might draw more, but we're gonna start off with 2. We're gonna enter sort of a writer's room situation where we're going to pitch our fan fiction with these characters, and rating is always and always will be NC-17 because
Why
aka
else?
Mature, aka we nasty, aka we sickly trashlings. So and I don't waste my time reading anything else but smut. So like get the fuck out of here. Like I'm not reading anything. Like
if you read fan fiction and it's not like smut, like I really like I don't know I don't know who you are. Like
I can't relate to you.
I'm sure there's some like really excellent, like not
100%
like that are like really nice stories, but that's not why I'm here.
No,
exactly. That's not why I'm here. So
also, that's what we're going to do. We're going to play that game right now.
Yeah. So we're going to draw 2 characters and we'll see if they match up. You draw one and I'll draw one.
All right. I'm going in. I'm going in. If my fat sausage fingers can't get it. All right, here we go.
All right. Read who you got. So who is it?
No!
What is it?
No!
Jacob Black.
Oh, no! Please pick someone good. Please pick someone good. All right. No, it's fine. No, this is going to be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just it depends. Oh, my God.
Bella, where you been?
Where you been, Luca? Boy, imagine if you had Bella Swan right now. Imagine.
Oh, God. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous.
I could pee right now. I could pee.
All right. I got to pick someone. I hope it's good.
Please be good. Please be good.
Oh, really? Edward Cullen. I feel like we need a love triangle situation.
Yes. You know? Okay. Actually, yeah. Pull another character because I can't believe we got 2 Twilight characters in here. It's not like that we put too many.
Yeah, I know. So we put characters from like
Harry Potter, Lord of the
Rings, Star Wars. Like all right. We need a love triangle.
Yeah, we gotta get something good. Get in there.
We gotta get something good because otherwise, like. We've been here. We've done this. This is boring. It's funny that we're both attracted to like Twilight fan fiction.
Well, I like Star Wars too.
Yeah. Samwise Gamgee. Okay. Samwise Gamgee.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. All right. Okay. So, all right. Let's. Okay. We got to get our juices going here.
All right. Let's start with the world. Which world are we in?
I think the best way to go about this is that we are in Forks.
We are in Forks, Washington.
Samwise is
a new student.
He's just awoken from a coma. in which in his coma he's had this crazy journey in Middle Earth.
Yes. Okay.
But it
yeah.
wasn't real. Mm-hmm. And he was in a coma for many years, so now he is a teenage boy,
mm-hmm.
and he goes to school
mm-hmm.
at Forks High.
Yeah. But who saved him from he could have died? But
yes. But Carlisle.
No. Edward
Saves him.
Edward saved him many years ago.
Right. Which breaks the treaty. Does it?
So now Samwise has awoken. But Edward, this is many years later, right? So
remember,
this is 10 years.
They can't turn anybody. It breaks the treaty.
10 years ago, Samwise Gamgee is in a almost fatal car accident. How did he get saved? No one knows. But Samwise remembers it was a young teen boy named Edward Cullen.
Yeah, it's a forever 17-year-old boy named Edward Cullen,
mm-hmm.
who makes him a vamp, and so then he awakes from his coma, in which he.
Well, Edward Cullen comes back to protect a secret of being a vampire.
Right. Okay. Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
Samwise, he's in a coma. He's gonna die. And so then he gets saved by Edward.
Turned. Okay.
AKA saved. Like, he's gonna die. Like, they're gonna, like, pull the plug on him.
Mm-hmm.
Carlisle is maybe telling him this over a cheeky dinner of elk or something. And so he saves this boy, Samwise, who's lived out an incredible adventure in his head.
Yeah.
He thinks he's gone insane now. He's woken up. He's got to go back to high school now when he's, burned the ring in Mordor. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's up or
down. He's dealing with a lot of trauma.
And also, now he's a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But then, at the same time, we're like, okay, well, now he's a vampire needing to handle all this. Well, that breaks the treaty. This is where Jacob Black gets involved. Jacob Black is a werewolf at this point. Bella, who we don't know her. All right, so there we go. I think that's our story here. So, all right, ready? We're ready to pitch?
Okay.
All right. Samwise Gamgee, when he was young, he was in a terrible, terrible car accident. A mystery. No one really knows who caused the car accident. It was a hit and run. Maybe a Volvo slipped in the rain or something.
Yeah, maybe involving.
A Volvo might have hit Samwise Gamgee's car. And it put Samwise into a horrible coma of many years. He's in this coma, and in this coma, he's going through a fantastical journey.
Mm-hmm.
A fantastical journey through a place called Middle Earth. He helps his imaginary friend Frodo, burn the ring in the volcano of Mordor. But then, as he's getting older and his situation is progressing, the coma doesn't seem to be lifting. So, Carlisle, working at the hospital, is talking about this boy in a coma and how they might have to pull the plug since he's been in a coma for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Edward,
racked with guilt
because he
classic
knows the truth.
Edward.
Classic. Just knowing that he is responsible, feels that he is going to turn Samwise, but not tell anybody about it.
To give him a second chance.
Exactly. He's not going to tell anybody about this. So he turns Samwise Gamgee into a vampire, waking him from his coma. Now Samwise needs to go to high school at Forks High and adjust to this new life of being obviously something more. And Edward sort of takes him under his wing, but kind of not, because it's Edward.
Yeah.
But because he turns Samwise, we have Jacob Black, who is a werewolf, and they kind of sense a disturbance in the force.
Yes, they can sense there's another vampire now in the town.
They can sense it. That's not the Cullens. And so we go from there. And I think that there's a little bit of, a guilt and a mystery solving for Samwise. He's definitely our protagonist.
Yes.
And I think maybe there's some discovering the truth while also falling in love as he's
Yes.
discovering his vampire abilities and having Edward help him and trying to hide their secret from everyone, from the Cullen clan as well as the werewolves on the reservation. So I think that's our story. I think that's a pretty good one. You could take that a lot of places. That there's a lot of
I think there's a lot
to unpack and explore there for sure.
I feel like it's a slow burner,
And maybe Samwise and Jacob, when they were younger, were friends.
Yes. When they were younger, they were friends, so Jacob can't kill him.
He can't kill him.
He can't bring it to himself to kill him.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe he feels a little bit more than just friendship.
Who knows?
With Samwise. That's for you guys.
Could he have imprinted? Who knows? Yeah. That's where you guys come in.
Yes.
So, we're just pitching this fan fiction. You let us know if you like this fan fiction.
Would you read this fan fiction?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Would you write this fan fiction? Because what happens if you write this fan fiction, Avery? Why don't you tell them?
If someone writes a good fan fiction and I'm
with these prompts, we might reward you.
We might reward you with a little something special, maybe something a custom
demon trash merch.
Yeah.
Such as
if you write it and send it to us and we you put your
heart and soul in it.
Yeah, and if it was good, for sure, I will send you a demon trash shirt.
And let us know if you guys want us to continue playing this game, and let us know how we can improve on it. But I think it's fun because we do love fan fiction.
Yeah.
We are trash people, and trash people love trash fan fictions, and we trying to have more of that in our lives and talk about it more. So guys, if you guys want to write this fan fiction, please do it for us. Do it for the culture.
Do it for the culture.
Do it for the culture.
Yeah.
Let's go again. Who is it?
Who could this be? Come on, give me.
Please be Kylo. Please be Kylo. Please be Kylo. Please be Kylo.
Oh my god.
I can't. I'm too obsessed.
Finn.
Finn?
Nothing's wrong with Finn. He's just,
He's just there.
Yeah, he's there.
All right.
Maybe we can give him some justice.
Yeah. Some justice. All right.
Maybe we can develop something special for him.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't get this. I can feel that this is the one, intuitively.
Spirit is speaking to you right now.
Spirit is speaking to me right now.
Who's that?
Severus Snape!
Okay.
Hell yeah!
All right.
Okay. Ooh.
These don't have to be N17s. I think Finn's at Hogwarts.
What if Finn is a converted Death Eater?
Yes,
because he was
yes, okay.
part of
All right.
Okay. Yes, so I think we should kind of stick with sort of that arc with Finn.
Yeah.
He's a converted Death Eater, and Snape is at Hogwarts. Snape lives through the Voldemort situation. He lives. All right, so this is
post-war or
post-war.
Post-war.
He lives.
Harry Potter. Okay.
Finn is a converted. They're all the Death Eaters. He's converting them, and he is sort of like the professor for the young Death Eater kids whose parents were Death Eaters. So obviously they were Death Eaters and followers of Voldemort. And Snape is sort of guiding him.
He's bringing him. Finn has a lot of trauma from the war. He saw a lot of terrible things and had to maybe do a lot of terrible things to other people. And Snape
has been there. He's been there.
Snape was there all along. He had to play his part, so he knows all the trauma,
all the struggles,
and trauma of having to be your heart not being there in the Death Eater faction
right
amongst the followers of the Dark Lord.
Exactly.
So, post-war, Severus finds Finn sad, depressed, down on his luck in Nocturne Alley, and Severus takes poor Finn under his wing and builds him back up, and returns him.
Is it his? And it's his 7th year. He's going to be a 7th year because of his age. At Hogwarts.
Is he a student?
I
don't know if he should be a student because if this is N17,
okay,
it might be inappropriate.
That's your yep. So no, he's this is Snape is
adult.
gonna take him under his wing, and
they find solace in each other's arms and each other's struggles and trauma.
I like how this can develop. Yeah, I like that. That's sweet. That's really sweet. And the always line has to be in there. Snape at one point has to say always.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. He has to say always.
Here's the problem. You know, Snape, he always loved Lily, but he realizes as he grows closer to Finn that the love that he shared with Lily
he has to let it go.
He has to let it go because it'll never, she's dead.
She's gone.
It'll never come to fruition. So he during this fan fiction, he is letting go of his past love and opening up to new love.
And Finn has he may have been a Death Eater at one point and did some horrible things, but Finn always had like a boyish innocence. He was always pure of heart.
He knew deep down what he was doing was incorrect. But he
was brainwashed.
He was brainwashed from a young age.
He was raised by Death Eater parents.
Yeah.
So and I think that he brings out that pure of heart character in Snape, and Snape is able to sort of just be with him and understand his trauma.
Yeah.
What a beautiful relationship. Oh my god, honestly, like touched, like super touched.
Look at us.
Wow. All right.
We just like playing this game now.
Yeah. We're way too fucking good at it. I think we're really too good at it. All right. I'm going to go again.
Next.
Let's
go. Let's go. We're on a roll now. We're on a roll.
All right. Fanfiction roulette. What do you got for me?
Who do you get?
R.O. Volturi.
Okay. I'm excited.
R.O. Volturi, we know him. He was Daddy Volturi. He was the leader of the Volturi in Twilight.
All right, here we go. Let's not be
the
picky.
Evil faction of vampires.
Let's not be picky. Let's go. Dumbledore.
Okay, I love this.
All right.
Okay, no. I fucks with this. With this.
All right.
Okay.
I think I have an idea.
Go, tell me.
All right, okay, so
we got R.O. Volturi and Dumbledore.
We are during the war, Harry Potter.
Okay.
Dumbledore is looking for allies. He reached out to the werewolves. No luck.
Well, and also let's remember that a lot of the werewolves and sort of vampires of the Harry Potter universe are typically on Voldemort's side.
They were on Voldemort's side.
Mm-hmm. So, not all. Let's say not all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dumbledore is desperate. He knows that this war is coming. It's looming, and the Order of the Phoenix needs allies.
Absolutely.
He's desperate. He's taking a gamble, a chance, a one-shot chance.
So he reaches out to an ancient order.
Mm-hmm. An ancient order of vampires that have not staked their alliances yet.
They are still very much hidden.
Yes.
Much like the wizarding world, they are even more secretive.
Mm-hmm.
Stationed in a small province in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
None other than the Volturi.
Yes.
And Dumbledore, reaches out to R.O., who he helped at one point.
They met in their youth.
They met in their youth in Dumbledore's youth.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Dumbledore's research on immortality.
Yes.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
On Dumbledore's research of immortality, which is how we get to the
he met a
resurrection stones.
Yes.
All of this.
He met a charming vampire who they may or may not had a very brief and quick affair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Only to part ways as Dumbledore got appointed to headmaster and had to take his professor position. So
yeah, just life took them apart,
mm-hmm.
but they always had the memories.
Mm-hmm.
But now that time is of the essence, things are at stake.
Mm-hmm.
The wizarding world is at stake. He reaches out.
He
after
tracks
all these
down
years.
R.O. Volturi,
who also, much like Dumbledore, has been building an alliance of vampires with special gifts.
And though
maybe instead of researching immortality, in that research, he also discovers that perhaps vampires can be wizards as well, with wizarding abilities.
Maybe that, magical creatures should not be discriminated against in the wizarding world as they are.
Yes. Vampires are that. Okay, so yes, exactly.
Because the problem with Voldemort's beliefs in alliance, is that he thinks that wizards are the end all be all. They are on top, and that no other creatures are equal to them. So that is Dumbledore's main, that's his. He's like, oh, Arrow, like, we can create a better world where all creatures,
with
are equal.
Gifts are equal. But Aro is Aro. He's gonna be like,
he's not convinced.
Vampires supremacy.
Yeah.
So there can be, it's like a enemies, like old friends, enemies to lovers trope here.
So Dumbledore, even though he's in his old age, he, there's something there. There was a little fire that like was kindled.
There's a little spark for sure.
Even though Arrow hasn't aged, he has lived a long life, and he is attracted to Dumbledore now even more in his older and wiser years. So,
Aro is pan. He takes them all as they are. Aro is pansexual, and Dumbledore is gay.
Yes.
So, all right, take that as you will. There you go.
Where does Arrow join them? That's up for you guys to decide if someone wants to
decide. Join.
Yeah. Wow.
We're so good at this. So yeah, guys, if any of those prompts interest you and you would like to use those prompts as fan fiction, we will and send them to us. Send these written fan fiction works to us. We will reward you with
custom Demon Trash merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So and maybe even more. Maybe if it's so good, we'll have to reward you even better.
Yeah.
So guys, let us know, and let us know any characters that you guys want us to throw into the fanfiction roulette jar.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
we mainly have like Twilight, Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. So
yeah,
if there's any other fandoms that you guys want us to throw into the mix, let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll have a goofy gal time and figure out something.
Also, like fanfiction book club.
Yes.
Love that. All right, guys. Okay, guys. That's it for that's it for this week's episode of the Demon Trash Podcast. Guys, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are growing over there super fast, and we're really excited, and it's super fun. We have a ton of videos over there already,
and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the episodes of the podcast.
We have our Demon Trash YouTube channel and Demon Trash Podcast YouTube channel. You can find all our links at demontrash.com. Also, if you want to keep up with us throughout the week, you can find us on Instagram and TikTok. Instagram at Demon Trash Podcast and TikTok at Demon Trash Cast. If you like what we're doing here, make sure that you are sharing all of our stuff with your trashling friends. If you like it, then your friends will probably like it too. It really helps the show out, our small show like ours. And also leave a review on whatever podcasting platform you have and use. And then also, if you really want to help us out, if you're like, I fucks with these bitches, go to anchor.fm/demontrash. You can donate as little as 99 cents a month or however much you'd like. It really helps us out, clearly. We have a studio now. So yeah.
Maybe one day we'll be able to afford haircuts.
Yeah, we're still working on haircuts. A running joke for us now.
Yeah.
Pandemic haircuts.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it. Thank you. We
Thanks
love
for
you.
hanging out. We love you, trashlings.
Bye.